Okay, I'm here with Letitia and we're doing a recording for her DPL looking at the use of online websites and interactive learning objects within the classroom.
Now, every week in conjunction with the C2C and what maths we're doing or what English we're doing, I certainly use a lot of different websites, very much on the maths side, because maths is very dry sometimes, and you want to inspire really children to get in and be tactile with it. And I find the interactive whiteboard's a great way, and websites are a great way to get children involved and to take an active role in digital citizenship and getting a role in their learning. One of the websites that we do use, that we have on my computer, is the Targeting Maths. I have both Targeting Maths Lab and the Year 1 one currently. So one of the ones that we do use that is very interactive with them is the symmetry that we used last week.
So this is triggering my thoughts of maths PD, where we've just been doing lots of space and relationships.
And learning how that there are 3 different types of symmetry. And so I'm actually trying to research appropriate websites for children. But at the moment, for my age group, really mirror symmetry is the one that really, to be talking, really reflect the other symmetries are not involved until a lot later in school. So this one, they have to get the picture, get the paintbrush, and paint what they see, the symmetry of what they see on the other side. So they can just change the paintbrush by clicking and using the pen. Okay, and then they hit OK, and it normally goes to about at least 7 to 10 different and it gets more difficult. So I usually start the preps out on these easier ones where it's skilled at their level and they can absolutely see what's happening, and it gives them the chance. And then we move on to more the Year 1 ones where they have to really look, and I sort of sometimes differentiate there and really let the really hard ones for the students who can actually really see. But it's a great model for the children who are not seeing that so much to be able to see a great model of what's going on.
Excellent. Whiteboards are great for that, the big interactive ones.
So another website that I use is Rainforest Maths. And that's another website that goes from K to 6. I actually had the program, so a lot of same sort of maths games. And if I find that they're finding it too easy on our level, I actually take it up to the next grade level. So place value, we were working on 10s and 1s with either abacus or doing it through the MABs. You can actually take it up to Year 2 where it's going 100s, 10s and 1s and representing that, and they absolutely love that. Or it draws out the line and then makes it closer together. And so even partitioning, so it can go that, you know, it's 92 10s and 4 1s. So they can partition it that way, and then it opens up to say, you know, 900s. You know, 2 10s and 2 1s and stuff like that. And
Rainforest Maths covers all the strands, doesn't it?
It does cover all the strands.
So you link that with your C2C and with your data from your class to be able to look at what's going to be done. Awesome.
And stuff like that. So now, one of the learning objects that I actually used from directly that was in the C2C, but I actually found it last year by myself, so I'm very, very happy, is Write On. It's a great handwriting tool for children and for myself, so I don't have to be talking all the time and I can actually be pointing and showing them things. Say we'll go through L.
We'll put sound back on.
Sound back on, so it'll actually...
It doesn't like our sound today.
It doesn't like our sound today, so it actually tells you to start at the star, quick line down, quick line across, and so it really talks to you and gives you, you know, some time, and it usually goes through it at least 2 times and then gets the children to practice it themselves. So I normally start with the lowercase letters and then move on to the uppercase letters, and we talk about the differences between lowercase and uppercase and how some just change in size, but others actually will change in size and shape. So that's something that we do at least 2 times a week. Where else? So we've done the symmetry game. This is our favourite website of all. I stumbled across it a number of weeks ago, and it has all of the strands of maths in it. So the space and data are in a separate file. They've clumped them together, but this is all number, but this includes fractions and time. Time is actually in the other one, sorry, in space. And this website's actually on all of the computers at the back, so the children can actually come in the morning. The computer's already ready set up for them to, access and get into. So here's Jelly Golf. It's one of the ones that we just found last 2 weeks ago, and they absolutely love it. So it's all about fractions.
We have a student in the background doing his maths.
Yes, doing his maths. So it'll tell you that you have to swing it a half. So it pulls up a little circle and you do half, let it go, swing it. And it normally makes a noise, but our volume is obviously not working today. You muted it, that's why.
Just that one segment.
That's okay. That muted it, no worries. So it gives a hole in 1, and going to hole 2, I'll actually do a mistake, so it actually shows you what it does. So say they only do half and they're not seeing that. It tells you, oh no, not enough power, and shows you the actual correct fraction. And once you've done 2 mistakes, it'll actually take you to a little putting thing to get a little bit more practice and measure it out on a bar graph with the cursor.
Excellent. So I guess coming to sites like that, you also have the conversations of the links in here are trusted and safe,
yes,
so we can
exactly.
go to them.
So we can go to them and stuff. And sometimes games on here that we have tried to go on to do not upload. The website's been, closed down or something like that. So sometimes they do get a little bit frustrated. Fun for the Brain was one that I actually got from my colleague Sarah Bishel. So we constantly share our ideas and what websites work and what we do and stuff. So we do this for both English and maths. The favourite English one on here is Popcorn Words, which helps us with our sight words, and I usually have it sometimes up even in the morning on the whiteboard for the children to go in and practice it then.
Oh, before school, how exciting.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll actually do it as a class, and it moves in difficulty of level, so I normally start with the preps first. And also sometimes because it's Americanised, I need to say the word sometimes because they haven't said it clearly on the thing and they haven't heard it, and then they make a mistake. So
interesting conversations that come out of that too.
So,
I love it.
And I think they are all the websites that I use on it, a weekly basis. There are other ones that sometimes we'll find and we'll go into and everything. It might be just for a particular case or.
And you find the students go home and will start using some of these at home?
Yeah, they do. They use Voki a lot. They're starting to go on, trying to get onto the Get Smart Maths. I've told them to go through the Google way because that's the easier way to get onto it, because it's quite a long website to get into. Fun for the Brain. They do that a lot at home. They love that one at home. So they'd love to take Targeting Maths and Rainforest Maths home, but
can't do those ones.
So I said they have to buy those ones. So but children, they're very digitally,
they're very savvy, aren't they?
They are very, very savvy, and I think certainly they are much more developed than sometimes adults at finding and drawing out pieces of information on a website, whereas we're very lateral thinkers that we learn from left to right, top to bottom, and that's why they probably sometimes have a little bit more difficulty reading, and we have difficulty finding information on a website because it's here, there and everywhere. Yeah,
very much so. So I guess the use in the classroom of these things, you're going to encourage kids to keep using them because they love it so much.
Of course,
get very involved.
And certainly it gets them involved in their typing skills and having to use a mouse and everything rather than...
The nice fine motor skills.
Fine motor skills, because it is something that they do find challenging, trying to type in their own, user code and password, because our password's just recently changed from Sunbury to another one. We had to change it. And it's up on the board so they can see it. And also I put a little note in teaching them how to hit the shift key to do a capital P. Because some of them find that a bit difficult, learning how to do. And
they're all those basic skills they need, though. So.
Exactly.
Fantastic, thank you.